Okay, so it is 8 a.m. or 8:20 a.m. March the 26th. We are here getting ready to go to the gym. Some of you may be wondering why I look a little bit fatter than what I did last week or a couple weeks ago. And that's because we have changed direction. Had a bit of a chat with myself, really properly had a chat, and I decided realistically in 3 months worth of like kind of speedy growth, you can't really make a big difference to my physique. And I was looking at some of the videos from ICN last season, so season B of October 2022. And there were just some like real problems. Like the biggest one that I saw was obviously my conditioning. Could have been way better. We had a solution to that this year. Obviously, we started prep 9 months out, and we were looking pretty lean pretty quick, which was good. You know, we're 15% out at 6 months instead of 23% at 6 months. That would have been really awesome. So that probably would have been solved. The other issue that we had was that we just weren't that big. In terms of like physical muscular mass, we didn't have a lot of actual muscle size. I think overall I ended up stepping on stage around about like 73.8. I had somewhere around about 67 kilos of actual lean mass. It wasn't a lot. And I lost a lot between 15% and stepping on stage. I think I went from 70 kilos of lean mass to 67. So I lost a significant amount. And I'm just not going to hold a lot between now and then. Like, you're just not going to have a big change. So the goal this year, unfortunately, is to take a step away and actually really properly grow. The biggest issue that I had, obviously, was straight after the show, the first time we did the show. I was so hungry. I was so hungry. And I just kept eating and eating and eating. And I ended up getting back to 20% body fat in like 3 months, which wasn't great. And then we had to spend the next 3 months sort of cutting that down. So I spent 3 months basic bulking. And I gained some strength pretty quick, and I probably gained a little bit of size back. But yeah, nothing substantial enough to really change my physique on stage. So that's out. We had to cut back down for 3 months, so that leaves us obviously at March. The next show is in April, so April, I want to say the 2nd, during pretty much April. I feel like it's the start of April, but that's season A, and that's usually when season B prep cycle starts. So in order to really make a difference, we're going to push season B back from 2023 to 2024, and we're going to try and grow properly as good as we can. So we came back down to 15%, and in my head 15% is like a really good number to try and start growing from. I would have liked to have maybe come down to 12%. That would have been a little bit more aggressive, and it would have taken up a bit too much time, and I kind of want to start growing as quick as I can. Grow until basically season B or the end of season B. See what kind of people come out of the woodwork, because I've heard on the grapevine, I guess, that there's going to be some significant players at season B this year, which is great. See what people bring to the table, and then from there, basically just start properly preparing. And when I say preparing, I don't mean like we're starting prep, season B. I mean like cleaning up the diet a little bit, sort of stabilizing out, going into a deficit for maybe 2 to 4 weeks just to kind of shrink down some of that water retention and stuff. That standard initial weight loss that you get when you start dieting again. And just to see where we're really at and how much muscle do we really have. And then kind of, bring me down to some sort of normalized fat percentage, and then go from there. So it's a bit of a process. I really genuinely do believe that this is probably going to be the best thing for me. And I know a lot of people don't end up taking a real season away. They just sort of do back-to-back seasons. So we're going to do a real proper season off. And maybe the goal here is, or maybe the secret is just to do a season and then take a season off and then do the next season. So instead of doing season, we'll do season, rest. And I feel like that should give you the best opportunity to grow within those time brackets, as efficiently as possible. We hope. So that's the goal. That's the concept. I'm currently sitting about 89 kilos now. Last time you saw me, I was 86, so about 3 kilos heavier. A lot of that is water. But I'm feeling good. It's nice. I've got 2 30th birthdays this year. I've got a 40th wedding anniversary. I've got a couple first birthdays. There's some big milestone events. You've got 2 different kinds of Easters. It's a really big Christmas this year. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening. So I feel like I don't want to prep through all of those events only to be disappointed in the result at the end of the year. If this was probably any other year, it would have been ideal. But that's where we're at currently. So that's the plan. So over the next sort of 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 weeks, we're going to do little progress updates to kind of see where we're going. But at the moment, we are 89 kilos. We're a little bit puffy, There's less muscular definition in our exercise today, or in our muscle groups today. We've done a little bit of manscaping, so we'll try and maintain this to kind of see where we're at. And we'll go from there. But yeah, it's like I'm okay with where I'm at. It's a real weird mindset change as well. And I've had to really get past this whole lose weight and gain weight cycle thing. Like, gaining weight isn't bad. And I tried to get past it before, but I just have to commit. You really need to commit to just gaining weight, but efficiently. So when you're on effectively a bulking season, you're still on a diet. That's an important thing to note, because the last time I was bulking, there was no diet. Whereas now I'm still in a diet, and that mentality shift has really helped me kind of understand how to self-manage the weight gain, I guess, because you can get really fat really fast. It's a thing. So that's where we're at. I guess I'll see you guys again in 4 weeks' time, and we'll go from there. No worries.